down to these guys when we step out over the white line to make sure we stick to the work and the detail and really believe in what we're doing.
It's pretty hot here in Athens. I'm sure it will be come kick-off time tomorrow. How does that play into your planning and your thinking?
Well, I think we had an extremely hot week in St George's where the guys had to work really, really hard and cover a lot of distance. So I think that will help prepare us, but it's the same for both teams. We have to manage the game in the best way possible. It's in our way for us. And I think the players are ready for that.
Does the two-goal lead change at all how you approach it? You would always look to go out and win the game, but is there any sense of protecting what you've got as well?
I think at this football club you have to try and win every single game. I think that has to be the mentality of our team. I don't believe in going into something trying to avoid something. We try and work towards something rather than work away from it. So we'll work hard to try and win the game, and we have to be very, very, very good to do that. So I'm looking forward to it.
What does this time mean for your own personal development, your own personal progress as a coach, or being at this level? What did you take yourself from last week at Ibrox?
I think once the game starts, I think it's the same as any other game. So the atmosphere was incredible. We have a chance to give the travelling fans, and they're travelling in numbers everywhere for this football club. We have a chance to give them a night to remember and have a night to remember ourselves. But outside of that, it's I think once the game starts, it doesn't feel any different. You're trying to work out what the problems might be, what the opposition are doing, what their mentality is, what their approach is, and trying to find solutions quickly for the players. So I loved the other night, and I hope we can have another really positive night tomorrow.
Just in terms of the squad, also still looking to add to it, still looking to move some players on. Mikey Moore from Spurs, is anything you can say on that one?
I think I've said to you all the way along that as soon as it's done, you'll be the first guys to know. There's lots of players we like, lots that we're linked to. He's a really good player, and if at any point he becomes a Rangers player, we will let him know.
Is that forward area, having done some work in other areas of the pitch, is that forward area now the priority for you, if you like?
I think we still have a few areas we need to strengthen and put a bit more depth in, for sure. I think some areas are more obvious than others, but I think we're still looking to add to the squad. I just keep saying that we will add to the squad, but they have to be the right ones and definitely in the right areas. So yeah, we'll wait and see on that one.
With regards to Thelo, Russell, is he going to be fit for Saturday, or is that going to come too soon for him as well?
Yeah, I think we're hoping so. Listen, we've been hopeful about this game, but he hasn't quite made it, and not through a lack of effort or anything else. We have a great medical team, and Thelo really trusts the work he's doing, but we just have to wait and see with him. So we wanted him fit, he wanted to be fit, he's not quite made it. And like I said, it's so early on in the season to risk him this early on and risk losing him for more games would be crazy. So we'll make sure he's right.
Panathinaikos manager Zelalem Russell was complimenting Ibrox in the atmosphere last week. He's hoping to replicate something similar tomorrow night. There's over 40,000 Panathinaikos fans going to be here. Do you think the fact that the players are so used to playing at Ibrox that the big crowds shouldn't intimidate them as much?
I hope so. We have a lot of international players. I think we have to manage the game and take the crowd out of it as much as we possibly can by doing it in our way and trying to dominate in as many aspects as we can. So I think I'm looking forward to the atmosphere. It'll be a really good experience for the guys, but we have a lot of guys that have played in big games, big occasions, and for this football club, and I think I'm really confident the guys can handle that.
Russell, you'd imagine Panathinaikos are going to have to come out hard and attack from an early stage. What sort of possibilities do you think that's going to open up for you on the counter-attack?
But I think they did that at home as well, so they didn't come to Ibrox trying to defend and get us on the counter-attack. They stuck to their game plan with the games that we watched previously. They weren't defensive in their mentality or approach or tactically at all. So we have to bring our own game plan and try and instill that as much as we possibly can. The opportunities need to be ones that we create. I don't expect to be given any opportunities, and I don't expect us to give them any. So both teams are going to have to work hard to try and create that, however that looks. Maybe it's on a regain, maybe a counter-attack, maybe set piece, maybe it's by being patient and waiting with the ball. So we'll just have to wait and see. But the guys are, I think, really ready. We took so much learning from last Tuesday night, and I think we have to make sure we take that into tomorrow.
Also, can I ask you about Gasama? Obviously a big impact in the first game.
Yeah.
How excited are you about what he can bring, and how tempting is it to throw him in for the start?
Well, I think he's ready to start. So he had a big impact for us when he came on. You saw plenty of the reasons why we wanted to sign him. had the luxury of Salvivo working with him all of last season in behind closed doors, and seeing him every day and understanding the talent and ability he has, and he felt this environment would be perfect for him to grow and continue improving. So early days, but Gas is a player that really excites us, and I think can make a big difference for us, and hopefully he does the same again tomorrow night.
So in terms of this tie, so early in your kind of tenure as manager, how big an achievement would it be just to get through this tie and guarantee group stage football?
I think it'd be huge for the club. It's not about me, it's about the club, it's about the players, it's about the team, the fans. So, like, take anything personally out of it, it'd be brilliant for the football club if we win. It was a tough draw for us for sure, and we have to make sure that's the case.
Russell, was last Tuesday quite an easy game to analyse in a way? You know, wasn't a great deal happening in the first half, bit of a reset at half time, so much better in the second half.
Yeah, I think when you have a clear idea and a clear vision of what you want the team to look like and what you want a game to look like, it certainly makes analysing things easier. So we learned as much as we can from that. The same on Saturday with the guys that haven't played so much and the guys that came on. So I think that's the process. We have to analyse, we have to learn, we have to improve, and we have to practice properly, and they've certainly done that. I love the feeling of training this week and the stuff I've seen. So they have to just take that into the game now, and if they do, I really believe it'll be enough.
Any questions for Thelo, guys?
Russell, the players need to show real discipline as well tomorrow night in this atmosphere, the heat. Panathinaikos obviously got a guy sent off last week. Is that going to be key?
They need to display courage, discipline, aggression in the right areas, intensity, all of it, and nothing will change. So, like, we can talk about the approach for this game, but it's not going to change. We have to be the team we want to be always. I think this football club demands that, and we'll certainly demand that as a staff. Listen, later on in the game and stuff like that, you have to manage it as well as you possibly can, depending on the situation, but the approach going into it has certainly not been any different.
Mohammed?